heart of Ireland, the heart of rebel Munster and rebel Ireland, and of course to commemorate the centenary of the death of Liam Lynch. But it's also the 10th anniversary of the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, and I think we can all agree, as we remember back a century ago, a quarter of a century ago, that change is made and history happens because people rise to challenges, rise to the occasion and meet the needs of their people. So 25 years on from the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, it's time now for this generation of political leaders to rekindle the spirit of 1998, to get the institutions of government back up and running. There is no time to be lost or wasted, and the DUP have to end now their boycott on the democratic institutions. The only way for Ireland now is forward, and we all need to be signed on for that. The ultimate duty of any political leader is to make the world better for our children, for the generations that will follow us. That's what drove Liam Lynch. That's what drove ultimately the peace process, the signing of the Good Friday Agreement 25 years ago. And I am concerned now, 25 years on, as we mark that momentous time and as the President of the United States prepares to visit this country to mark the occasion. I think it's worrying, I think it's disappointing that we don't have the institutions of government up and running. And I would urge everyone now in political life not to allow a further drag or drift to occur. So we need decisions, we need government, and we need the DUP to respect the outcome of the last election and come back into the executive with the rest of us. And let's make politics work. Let's make politics work for everyone.
This 100th century parade has been led off by the Liam Lynch and Ray McCreesh Coleman. Tricolour is held by Terry Hunt, Coleman members Dee McGrath, John Manders, Peter Wheelick and Maurice Cagney. 5 bands. There's Liam Lynch. No, it's not. There's Babs, Michael Keaton, Paddy, Oscar, Paddy Reagan. fine crowd here today for the century. There's that pretty woman over there again. Look at her. Everywhere I go, she's there. Look at her over there. Yeah. There's Mr. Doran David. See him in a long time. Well, Davey, good in yourself? There's a fine crowd here, I have to say, and it's great to see. There's Cartel now, their local councillor for the care area. Hopefully he does well, as he's a nice lad, deserves it. They're going up the hill. Prettiest flag in Ireland. As we come into the monument here, the Lynch wait for the lads to come up, starting to build up. There are a few people gathering here. Bit of music being played. To the monument here. Oh well, Nuala. So the crowd is around here. What a nice day, lovely blue skies. Here's the lads. And there's Nuala, a local resident here of Anglesborough, out supporting the centenarian commemoration of Lynch. And there's the Bowles, Marcus Fogarty and Eamon.
No, it says the colour party be here, so we have to put these back here, right? Right off the side.
Here's Eddie O'Sullivan. Eddie's one of the men that organised this centenarian commemoration, and it's a credit to Eddie. As the Lynch McCreesh Colour Party leads in this Sinn Féin delegation into the monument of the great General Liam Lynch. It is what a beautiful sight, I have to say, to see the tricolour laid here by Terry Hunt. It is just fabulous. It's a credit to the lads.
Keep walking down that.
There's Paddy Reagan, well done Paddy.
Keep walking down that, keep the room down below. Let's keep moving away down there, but keep the room down below.
Away from in front of the colour house.
Let's welcome you all here at Anglesborough today for the move down, let's keep moving down, let's. Well, let's keep moving, let's keep moving.
There's that pretty lady over there again.
Come on, let's keep the room down below, let's keep moving down. Come on, let's.
Move on down a little bit, please. Move on down. We're okay, it's okay, John. Yeah. Are we okay there? Yeah. Okay.
Let's like to thank you all here today and thank you for what number one for the Lynch form for the sincerely in the gospel.
Give me a minute, Eddie. Give me a minute.
To help hopefully to share the Commemoration.
I am very conscious of where I said, so I'm going to get on with receiving this very precisely. It's decided maybe share with halfway by a number of family members, with the people here to Mayor Reid, so if I can, therefore Mayor Reid on behalf of the Lynch family, and also going to call on Councillor PJ Carey on behalf of the Hogan Way and Lynch there. Also with us with Martin Mullane, with Larry Reid on behalf of the committee, and also Mary Lou McDonald TD on behalf of Sinn Féin. Very well the winner. It's absolutely spot on. It's now going to be a challenge, but I'd like to call on Mr. Kevin Hannon to read the proclamation, please. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead generation from which she receives her whole tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom. Having organised and trained her manhood through her secret revolutionary organisation, the Irish Republican Brotherhood, and through her open military organisations, the Irish Volunteers and the Irish Citizen Army, having patiently perfected her discipline, having resolutely waited for the right moment to reveal herself, she now seizes that moment and, supported by her exiled children in America and by gallant allies in Europe, but relying in the first on her own strength, she strikes in full confidence of victory. We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the unfettered control of Ireland's destinies, to be sovereign and indefeasible. The long aspiration of that right by a foreign people and government has not extinguished that right, nor can it ever be extended except by the destruction of the Irish people. In every generation, the Irish people have accepted their rights to national freedom and sovereignty. 6 times during the last 300 years, they have accepted it in arms. Standing on that fundamental right and again accepting it in arms in the face of the world, we hereby proclaim the Irish Republic as a sovereign, independent state, and we pledge our lives and the lives of our comrades in arms to the cause of its freedom, of its welfare, and of its exaltation among the nations. The Irish Republic is entitled to and hereby claims the allegiance of every Irishman and Irish woman. The Republic guarantees religious and civil liberty, equal rights and equal opportunities to all its citizens, and declares its resolve to pursue the happiness and prosperity of the whole nation and of all its parts, cherishing all the children of the nation equally, and oblivious of the differences carefully fostered by an alien government which have divided the minority from the majority in the past. Until our arms have brought the opportune moment for the establishment of a permanent national government, representative of the whole people of Ireland, and elected by the suffrages of all our men and women, the provisional government, hereby constituted, will administer the civil and military affairs of the Republic in trust for the people. We place the cause of the Irish Republic under the protection of the Most High God, whose blessing we invoke upon our arms, and we pray that no one who serves that cause will dishonour it by cowardice, inhumanity, or rapine. In this supreme hour, the Irish nation must, by its valour and discipline, and by the readiness of its children to sacrifice themselves for the common good, prove itself worthy of the august destiny to which it is called. Signed on behalf of the Provisional Government, Thomas J. Clark, Sean McDermott, Thomas McDonough, Patrick H. Pearce, Eamon Count, James Connolly, Joseph Plunkett.
Leave me to lie on the Knockmill down mountains. It's here that I fell, and it's here I must stay. Many's a night I walked on these mountains, the sweet pleasant sound of the night birds to hear. They soar to the heavens and they sing in the moonlight, and they carry my soul to the valley of tears. So slaughter warrior, my friends and comrades, who will remember us all down to the years, and who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. The battle is over, and we are defeated. The sweet wine of victory is not ours to taste. Some will condemn us, say we were mistaken, and all the young men's lives have gone to waste. So slaughter all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us all down to the years. side by side to the valley of tears. So son, all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us all down through the years, and who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears.
So culture Balíanamar le chéile nu le cuimhnú an ord cider croga Liam Lynch. A cheastan foblacht agus Tony Graham dangan agsling navsplachas na Heron. Shasamid le chéile gan age of brona dhéanamh den Kirbrahor a con Antnuacán a dhéanamh an Yaltanas Olin a thug sé a saildó. Era atá séir aintithe le cobram na féine. Accordia, the landscape of Ireland is imprinted with the legends and legacy of our revolutionary patriots. Our hills and our glens, our laneways and our boreens, our valleys, our mountainsides, chorus with the memory of our gallant volunteers. Those who took on the might of the British Empire and who fought with great honour for the freedom of Ireland and her people, for the Republic. We stand at the foot of the Galtee Mountains, a range steeped in the folklore of Irish republicanism and which often sheltered the flying columns. It was in the shadow of these mountains, in the village of Barnaguraha, that one of Ireland's greatest sons, Liam Lynch, was born. Just as the colonisation of Ireland drove Wales to the west and to the safety of the mountains, so too did Liam Lynch and the volunteers loyal to the Republic seek shelter following the fall of Dublin to the Free State. First in the territory of the Munster Republic, and then as they fell back to their most familiar territory, the glens and to the mountains. It was fated that the mountain ranges of Munster would bookend the life of General Liam Lynch. It was on the wind-swept slopes of the Knockmeal Down Mountains that Lynch made his final stand for the Republic. 100 years ago today, in the early hours of April the 10th, 1923, the farmhouse in which Liam and his comrades hid was surrounded by a contingent of Free State soldiers. To evade capture, Lynch, who was by then leader of the anti-treaty forces, and his comrades took flight across the Knockmeal Downs. 200 yards up the mountains, Free State soldiers opened fire. In the gun battle that ensued, Lynch fell to the ground, mortally wounded, and he implored his friends to escape without him. Later that evening, in the custody of the Free State, Liam Lynch, a proud soldier of the Irish Republic, took his final breath at St. Joseph's Hospital in Clonmel. When the Free State bullets pierced the body of Liam Lynch on that fateful morning 100 years ago, they pierced the heart of the Republican resistance. A few short weeks later, the order was given for Republican volunteers to dump arms and to stand down. The fight for the Republic was laid low. And as Lynch lay dying, he lamented, "All this is a pity.
It should never have happened. I'm glad now I'm going from it all. Poor Ireland. The aftermath of Lynch's death is also wrapped in a personal tragedy. Liam had promised to marry his sweetheart and local girl, Bertie Keyes, when the war was over. It was a promise that he never got to keep. Civil war is a bitter, traumatic, divisive chapter in our history for which we must now find a place of reconciliation and of forgiveness, to come together to really heal the scars that passed down through the generations. And it was in this spirit that on the same weekend that we remembered the volunteers massacred at Ballyseedy in Kerry, that I joined with the relatives of Free State soldiers killed at Knocknagoshel to lay a wreath in their memory. So today we stand together again in Anglesborough, near the birthplace of one of Ireland's greatest patriots. We stand together for Irish freedom, for equality, for unity, for the Republic. And we stand also for reconciliation, for a new understanding to find common purpose. We are mindful of the past, and together we seek to chart a new future. I believe that this generation of Irish people will collapse those divisions so carefully fostered between us. I believe that we will achieve a real union between the orange and the green and between all of the communities of Ireland. We will build a nation home for all our people. We were fated to stand here in Anglesborough today on the centenary of Liam Lynch and on the 25th anniversary of the historic Good Friday Agreement. It is our presence here with hopeful hearts that connects the branches of our history. The Good Friday Agreement delivered peace, transformed Ireland, and shines still as a beacon of hope for the future. And thanks to courageous peacemakers, an entire generation has now grown up free of conflict. So today's political leaders now owe it to a new generation to recapture the spirit and determination of 1998. We owe it to our young people to make progress happen. The true test of political leadership is to make things better for our children, and it is a test to which we all must rise. By restoring the political institutions in the North, we can move forward. We can make politics work for everyone. That's what Martin McGuinness did. It's what Ian Paisley did. And this generation must make power sharing work once more. Together, we have built the peace, and now is the time to write the next chapter, the reunification of our country. I believe that unity referendums provided for by the Good Friday Agreement will happen this decade. And it is therefore vital that the Irish government establish a citizens' assembly to advance an inclusive, all of society national conversation. It is vital that government plan and prepare for peaceful, democratic, constitutional change, to prepare for Irish unity. Because change is unfolding before our very eyes. When we stood to commemorate the 90th anniversary of Liam Lynch, who could have imagined that Michelle O'Neill, a Republican woman, would today stand elected as First Minister designate in a state designed to ensure that this could never, ever happen. But it did. And Michelle now stands ready to lead an executive for all. And the DUP must now end its boycott of the political institutions and join with us around the executive table to deliver the government and the progress that the people of the North voted for and to which they are entitled. The time for delay, the time for limbo and uncertainty must end now. Who would have believed when we stood here 10 years ago that Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael would no longer have everything their own way, that Sinn Féin would now lead the opposition in the Dáil, and that Sinn Féin would now stand as Ireland's most supported party. Well, Irish Republicans believe, we have always believed, and with the support of the people now crying out for change, we have made it happen. Sinn Féin is ambitious for Ireland. I believe that there's no limit to what we can achieve if we do it together. Those who stand against the tide of change have had their day. And now it is time for those of us who believe in a new Ireland, in a changed Ireland, in a fair Ireland, in a united Ireland, to have our chance to make the difference. The decision by this government to put thousands of working families, single people, pensioners at risk of eviction shows that this government is not on the side of ordinary people, and it never will be. I want you to know that we will fight this cruel decision tooth and nail. Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil have been in power for far too long, and the longer they remain in office, the more damage they will do. North and South, we in Sinn Féin seek to deliver government of change. I want us to deliver government driven by the timeless values of the Irish people: kindness, community, tolerance and compassion. Government that will lead the creation of a new united Ireland, where workers and families come first. An Ireland of prosperity where nobody is left behind, and where our young people can build a good future at home. An Ireland where you can put a secure, affordable roof over your head, where you receive healthcare as a right, and where we have an economy that works for everyone, with good jobs, decent wages, and the advancement of workers' rights. Friends, in so many ways, the things our revolutionaries fought for 100 years ago are the very things that we fight for today. As James Connolly put it, for our demands most moderate are, we only want the earth. Today, we honour the dream for which Liam Lynch and his comrades fought on. Together, we rekindle the flame of freedom. It burns brightly, and it lights the final length of the journey to the Republic, a road that we now walk together. In finishing this journey, we transform the mournful lament of Liam Lynch into a song of hope and an anthem of change for a new generation. Friends, we've never been closer to the Republic. We've never been closer to uniting our country and our people. We believe in Ireland. We live for Ireland. We will achieve for Ireland. And with one final generational effort, together we will realise the Irish Republic in our time. And then, and only then, can the epitaph of Liam Lynch and all our patriot dead be truly written. So let's do this. Arai Gwyn Michaela on Foglocht Abu Guramila Mila Manabu.
Leave me to lie on the knock-me-down mountains. It's here where I fell, and it's here I must stay. Under the heather, my body will slumber. 'Neath the storms and the rain.
There she is, that pretty woman again.
Winter day.
There's two of them there today, actually.
Many's the night I walked on these mountains, the sweet pleasant songs of the night birds to hear. They soar to the heavens and dance on the moonbeams, and they'll carry my soul through the cold midnight air. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years. Who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. The battle's over, and we are defeated. The sweet wine of victory is not ours to taste. Some will condemn us and say we were mistaken. All the young men, their lives gone to waste. Now I must leave, for I hear someone calling to me from the heavens above. May God in His mercy have pity upon me, and let me find peace in the land that I love. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years. Who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years. Who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. As we walk side by side through the valley of tears. Leave me to lie on the knock-me-down mountains. It's here where I fell, and it's here I must stay. Under the heather, my body will slumber. 'Neath the storms and the rain of the cold winter day. Many's the night I walked on these mountains, the sweet pleasant songs
How are you?
of the night birds to hear. They soar to the heavens and dance on the moonbeams, and they'll carry my soul through the cold midnight air. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years, who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. The battle's over and we are defeated. The sweet wine of victory is not ours to taste. Some will condemn us and say we were mistaken. All the young men, their lives gone to waste. Now I must leave, for I hear someone calling to me from the heavens above. May God in His mercy have pity upon me, and let me find peace in the land that I love. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years, who will know of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears. So swallow all you, my friends and comrades, who will remember us down through the years, who will of the cause we all died for, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears, as we walk side by side through the valley of tears.